Over 500 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube every single minute, and with a site dating back to 2005, there's bound to be some weird videos on the site. On the surface it looks like there may not be, as YouTube usually only recommends videos with decent amount of views or from larger creators, but is it really the case that YouTube doesn't hold some very disturbing videos? No. It isn't, because the dark depths of YouTube are a place you want to stay far away from. Now, let me show you this. The weird, creepy, disturbing YouTube iceberg. Starting off with videos that most people have seen, such as salad fingers and jump scare videos, but as we go down the list, we get more and more obscure, until we finally get to tier 8, which is allegedly very disturbing, as the creator of this iceberg mentions in the title of his Reddit post. If you'd like to view the iceberg for yourself, a link to the Reddit post will be in the description. Throughout this video, at the top of your screen will be the YouTube volume bar. This will be the disturbing rating in my opinion for each video. So, let's step into the darkness of YouTube. Jump scare videos have been a massive thing since the birth of YouTube in its glory days back in 2010 onwards. The most well-known video from this genre is a car driving down a twisting road in the countryside, and after a few seconds, the viewer gets jump scared by a scary image. It seems as if everyone knows this car video, but yet it only has 4.1 million views, with it originally being uploaded in March of 2006. Since this video, many other people have uploaded jump scare videos to the site, starting with the most innocent thing, and then having fear rushing through your body. These videos aren't as popular as they once were, but they have definitely cemented themselves in YouTube culture. Since the dawn of YouTube and mainstream video games, fake anti-piracy screens have been made a big thing on the platform, with many uploading screens that they have made in an attempt to trick other users. Nowadays it is mainly used to show off editing ability or a meme, but they are still being uploaded to this day and gathering thousands of views. Llamas with Hats is an animated comedy series by Film Cow. There are 12 episodes in total, with a small story each episode. The series follows Carl, a llama who constantly commits horrible acts of crime, and his roommate Paul, who doesn't like the things that Carl is doing. The first episode dropped in 2009, and it has been viewed by many around the world, with a compilation of all 12 episodes being viewed 32 million times. Many compilation videos exist showcasing creepy drawings that kids have created. Most of the drawings include either children's imaginary friends or the messed up acts that they would like to do to others, such as murder and other violent acts. These videos rake up millions of views, and they have become a base point for reaction videos. They aren't as popular as they once were, but they still pull in millions upon millions of views per year. Meat Canyon is a YouTuber who uploads animations, mainly parodies, and ones that bring comedic value. Some describe these animations as horrifying and disturbing to viewers of the channel. Surreal Entertainment is another YouTuber who uploads animations, although these animations are memes. They are slightly disturbing due to their off-putting nature. The channel pulls 4 million views a month, and is currently sitting at over 1.5 million subscribers. Pamtree is once again an animation YouTuber that makes disturbing and creepy low-quality animations. He gained recognition for his strange and creepy videos, and has amassed a total of 880,000 subscribers and 162 million video views. Exploshi is an English YouTuber who makes cursed cartoon animations. She created her channel in early 2020 and has gained over 200,000 subscribers and almost 50 million video views. She continues to grow at a steady pace. Salad Fingers is a Flash animation series first released in 2004. The series follows the titular character of Salad Fingers, a thin, green, mentally disturbed man who lives in the wasteland. There are currently 11 episodes of Salad Fingers available to view on the internet. Many saw this series as children, and have kept the belief that it is very, very disturbing and eerie. The series has spawned many fans, and with these fans come theories. Many spent days theorising on the series and the background of the characters and environment. The final episode that is currently available, episode 11, released in 2019. All the episodes get millions of views, and if more were released, I wouldn't doubt that they would continue that tradition.
Time is a tool you can put on the wall or wear it on your wrist. The past is far behind us. The future doesn't exist.
Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is a comedy musical horror web series. It has 6 episodes as of 2021, and it combines live action, puppetry, animation, and computer animation into one throughout each episode. There are 3 characters, a yellow and red humanoid, and a duck. Episode 1 became a viral hit when it released, and it grew to become a psychological horror masterpiece. As of 2021, the 6 episodes have amassed over 200 million views, and episode 1 is on many people's lists as one of the best original short films of that year. Like Salad Fingers, many have theorised on many things about the series, and with that, it has just continued to grow so big that in 2020 it was apparently picked up by Channel 4 for a series. Many viewers describe the series as making them feel unsafe, creeped out, and uncomfortable. It may look like it's for children on the surface, but if you look deeper, it's a horror fan's dream. I Feel Fantastic is an eerie internet video originally created in 2004, along with other music videos featuring the same robot named Tara. The creator created Tara with the goal of selling her as a musical android. In 2004, he offered music videos of Tara singing, which is where the I Feel Fantastic video originated from. Many have made theories on what happened with Tara and her creator, since we have not heard from him for years, but most likely he simply just left the internet and scrapped the Tara project for an unknown reason. As of 2021, the re-upload of I Feel Fantastic, uploaded in 2009, has gained 26 million views. Squidward's Suicide is a popular creepypasta which tells the tale of a lost SpongeBob episode. The episode in question would have been the series premiere for season 4 and would feature the death of popular character Squidward. The episode would start with Squidward playing the clarinet, while SpongeBob and Patrick play outside. A salesman would then come to Squidward's door and tell him that the red mist is coming, causing Squidward to be in confusion. But he shakes it off and goes back to his practice. The scene would then repeat itself, but Squidward's eyes would be more realistic with red pupils. He gets booed off stage in the next scene, and the scene that follows shows Squidward sobbing, with an image of a dead body allegedly popping up on screen. After this, it cuts back to Squidward with the voice of the salesman saying, "Do it," and a few seconds later, Squidward shoots himself in the head before the episode ends. You can find clips of this episode on YouTube, and it is very disturbing to say the least. But I can see why it's on this tier, as most people have heard about it. A video depicting the episode from 2013 has gathered 1 million views. Suicide Mouse is another popular creepypasta about a lost episode of Mickey Mouse. It is seen by many as the forefather of the lost episode genre. The plot of the episode is simple. It shows Mickey Mouse walking down the street looking sad and depressed. The piano music turns static, and the scene fades out. It fades back into Mickey walking in a different position without his eyes. The buildings start to blur, and it blacks out again for a while. It fades back into Mickey's blank face. When his face reappears at random points, screaming can be heard in the background. Soon, everything stops, and text appears on the screen, translating from Russian to "The sight of hell brings its viewers back in." Before the episode ends, we see an unknown person coming to the door, and it puts its hand on the side, almost closing it before the episode ends. It is rumoured that the episode was created in 1931, before being uploaded to YouTube in 2009. The original author is unknown, but apparently the episode is based on an official Disney comic where Mickey Mouse tried to himself. There is a lot of speculation as to if this episode is actually real, with a lot of people leaning to the fact that it is. The reality of it, however, is that this is simply a creepypasta like the last, that some people, for some reason, believe to be real. This is by far the most popular lost episode, gathering millions of views over each video. This one is quite simple, a clip titled I am the glob glob glabble, fucking hell. This one is quite simple, a clip titled I am the glob glob gab galab was uploaded to YouTube in 2018. It gathered attention, gathering up to 8 million views, and as you can see here, some people found it weird. It's quite simple to explain however. The clip was taken from a children's movie called Strunsky in the Mysterious House, where the character gets turned from an elf into a blob. Nowadays, he is just seen as a meme. Jack Stober is an American singer whose animations and videos got some notoriety a few years ago. I'm assuming that some people found his lyrics and videos weird, because he has a certain style of animation. The first style are characters with uncanny facial expressions with bouncy movements, and the second style is colourful and glitchy visuals. The second style is usually portrayed in his music videos. Some of his songs got very popular on TikTok for a while, with his song Buttercup raking up over 225 million views on YouTube alone. Mobile games are weird on their own. Almost anyone can upload any game to stores for a small fee, and with that, weird ones are sure to come eventually. Now many mobile game ads are just seen as scams and memes, with many of them stealing clips of popular creators to use in them to push them to a wider audience. And on the off chance that a creator actually gives permission for them to use clips, they usually just turn into internet memes because of how terrible most of the ads are. Pretty simple really, not much to say about this one. It is literally just a 2-minute video of cows dancing in a field. During the runtime, they turn into a massive cow spider, a cow centipede in the style of the human centipede, and just dance. That is literally it. There is nothing more I can say here. It's currently sitting on 64 million views, and it was originally uploaded in 2010. This one is again pretty simple. From what I've seen, it's been taken from a show called Net_Work. The link that is shown in the video is where the episodes originally aired. They were created by a company called Black 20, who were a company that produced viral videos and web series during the early 2000s, all the way into 2011. The only really weird thing here is the company behind it. I'm pretty sure that we don't have a definite answer as to why they disbanded at their peak, and why they haven't returned. Gacha Life is a mobile video game released in 2018 in which you can roleplay as anime characters. You can customise your characters, and many people make stories out of them which they then upload to YouTube. This one's quite tame, although there are some weird and disturbing ones out there. Most of them are made by kids, and they stay family friendly. In my research, I couldn't really find any disturbing videos involving Gacha Life. It has basically just become a staple point for commentary YouTubers nowadays. Pilot Red Sun is an animator and musician who uploaded his first animation to YouTube in 2012. After gathering some popularity that some would refer to as a cult following, he released his album Achievement, and used his animations as a way to showcase his music. His album is currently sitting on 1.5 million views, with his channel as a whole having 43 million all-time views. Petscop is a creepypasta web series released on YouTube, resembling a Let's Play series. It follows the main character of Paul, who explores and documents a lost PlayStation game titled Petscop. Paul discovers that the game may be linked to his own past. The series consists of 24 episodes, and it became popular due to its storytelling, authenticity, surrealism, and its active community of viewers. The plot of the series is that Paul has found a copy of Petscop. He uploads recordings of his early levels before he discovers the box of the game came with a note containing codes and instructions. He follows these, and he unlocks a much darker, hidden section of the game. At some point in the series, Paul's narration stops, and it is implied that it is no longer Paul who is uploading the videos, but instead some other person who has taken over the channel. This one can be quite disturbing or weird to some viewers, which is why I have given it this disturbing rating. It is very popular on YouTube, with the whole channel having 17 million views. Elsagate is a term used to describe the controversy surrounding videos on YouTube that are marked as family friendly, but include strong themes such as violence, sexual situations, drugs, alcohol, and extreme humour. These videos got a lot of backlash in 2017 when they were discovered by many people, and the topic was covered by big YouTubers and even the mainstream media. The main point that this brought up was child safety on YouTube, and YouTube responded relatively quickly as they mass deleted channels and videos that fell into the Elsagate category. Although YouTube did a decent job at handling this situation, some of these videos still exist to this day, although they aren't nearly as popular as they once were. Back in 2017, Poppy was a massive creator, and she has continued this growth to this day, being nominated for a Grammy Award in 2021. She started off as a disturbing figure to many in the YouTube space, but slowly evolved into a music artist, with her channel as a whole having over 500 million views. She started uploading short videos in 2014, and continued uploading these until 2019. She was a figure that many people had come up with theories about, theories that she was a robot, an alien, a hostage, everything you could think of. I guarantee at least someone had thought of it. Just to prove how many people crave answers, one video by Film Theory about her gained 12 million views, and another by Rainbot is sitting on over 6 million. The answer, however, is that while the Poppy channel may have been disturbing on the surface, she is simply just a music artist who has gained a lot of deserved popularity, and she doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. The Dawn is Your Enemy is a popular creepypasta from around 2013. The story goes that an end screen was used on Cartoon Network to prevent children still tuned in from watching Adult Swim. The screen read, "The Dawn is Your Enemy," and it usually played for around 9 seconds before cutting off. The sound that played in the background was the sound of metal scraping against metal, a sound that has been burnt into many people's minds. But one day in this story, the usual 9-second broadcast ran for a whopping 2 minutes, playing some of the most horrifying audio ever heard on television. The sun would then wink before it cut to the unavailable screen. The people in the creepypasta theorised that it was a hijack, but the Cartoon Network would never publicly say that. Local 58 is a fictional television and radio show founded in 1928. The video uploaded to the channel in 2015 were part of a web series. Each video is presented as footage of this fictional station, which is continually hijacked over a period of decades, with a series of broadcasts of ominous and surreal videos. The series doesn't really have a plot, but they include lots of cryptic references. The series uses video and audio degradation to make each video look more realistic, and in turn more disturbing and eerie. It still keeps its creepy factor even to this day, and many people consider it to be one of the best and most well put together horror web series out there. It's also been a base point for many spin-offs. These ads are real, however, all the rumours are not. In the 80s, 3 Japanese ads were released for Kleenex. They featured a woman dressed in white, and a child dressed as sources described it, a Japanese ogre. Each ad had the song "It's a Fine Day" playing over it, and the rumours go that everyone involved in the filming of the ads died in mysterious ways. However, that is not the case. It might be true, however, that some people filed complaints about the ad, saying that it was unnerving and claiming the song was a curse. But at the end of the day, all the rumours about this being cursed are most likely fake.
They walk by the grass and they look at the grass. They look at the sky. It's going to be a fine night tonight.
Username 666 was a popular video back in the early days of YouTube. It portrays a user typing youtube.com/666 into the search bar and constantly refreshing until a suspended channel pops up. The videos on the channel are creepy to say the least, and the video ends with the user seeming to panic, followed by knocks and a hand on the screen before it cuts to bars. Many people used to believe that this was real as children, but once again, it's nothing more than a cool little video someone whipped up. Obey the Walrus is another allegedly cursed video. It is said that bad things happen after watching the short video. The clip is of a person known as the Goddess Bunny, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the cult that is said to be behind the creation of this cursed video. This archived footage has been edited and spread across the internet in order to creep out as many people as possible, and it seems to have done its job. Also, we can literally just disprove the fact that this video is cursed right now, because it's obviously not. I watched this video weeks ago, and hardly nothing has happened since then, so yeah, it's not. Teddy Has an Operation is a video that many find creepy and or weird. The video begins with someone placing Teddy on a table surrounded by operating tools. The doctor behind the camera puts him under the influence of bear gas. He then cuts him open and starts digging into his internal organs to check for problems. The doctor discovers that Teddy has problems and corrects him before sewing him back up. The video ends with a happy Teddy and he looks as good as new. Run for the Cube is a content creator who does product reviews. His most popular video is whatever the fuck this is.
Today we have a G-Line B-Line Pete Rat Gumai Kandai. G-Line B-Line Pete Rat Gumai Kandai.
And it's amassed 18 million views, adding to his channel total of 73 million. This isn't creepy or weird to me in the slightest, so I'm gonna go over it quite quickly, but he's basically a creator who uses a childlike voice that constantly cracks. He pronounces words as how they look in English, and he still uploads to this day, although his schedule is quite infrequent. As if I need to talk about infrequent schedules though. Blank Room Soup is a creepy video that apparently originated from the dark web. The backstory that many people buy into is that the two men feeding this man are actually making him perform involuntary cannibalism. I don't know how people came up or discovered this story, but most people consider this video to be bullshit, and the internet have basically made it into a meme at this point, although some people still get creeped out and are still looking for answers. Kate Yup is a mukbang channel who last uploaded in 2019. The channel got lots of attention due to the behaviour of the presenter of the channel. The upper part of her face is hidden from view, and you can see a blindfold covering her eyes and nose. She is skinny, and in one video she has bruises on her arm and a wound on her lip. Like the internet always does, people speculated that she was being held hostage by a kidnapper, and he was force feeding her as a way of torture. She doesn't talk in her videos, and she communicates with the audience through text on the screen throughout the video. This text ranges from how much she likes the food to apparent cryptic SOS messages some people claim to have spotted. People in her comment section began to question if she was alright, prompting her to upload a video titled I Am Alive in August of 2019, followed by her final video in November that year. Since 2019, she hasn't been heard of since, apart from a message put on her community tab claiming that everything is okay with her and that her marks were caused by the sun. However, some people didn't believe this and are still speculating on what happened to her. Some even theorise that she's dead because the whole thing became too risky after people realised that a hostage situation was a possibility. Most likely, however, she is okay, and these theories are false, but you can never really know, and I guess that's how it's going to remain for the foreseeable future. Dog of Man is a short video created by the same person behind Salad Fingers. This short has 6 million views, and it is very creepy. Apparently the meaning behind this is that the dog was loyal to the man, but the man never saw him as a real friend. The dog gave him advice to get a new friend, and as the tumour grew, the dog did the most loyal thing possible and gave his own life to save the man. But after the man had killed the dog and took his body, he still didn't realise that the dog was his most loyal friend. So while on the surface this may seem like something made purely to creep people out, it really does have a deeper meaning to it, which the creator portrays very well. I don't know what it is about that video, but it freaked me and many others out a little. The video starts with a woman sitting at a table, staring directly down the camera. She says, "There is nothing backwards," before planting her face into a bowl. The video then loops. The creator of the video released a description of it saying, "When looped, there is no actual beginning or end, and no real sense of where the beginning and end actually are." I think the meaning of this is that the woman in the video is describing what she sees in the afterlife. Nothing. When the video loops, what was first backwards now becomes a clear speech of there is nothing, and many have interpreted the meaning of this to be that we don't understand life. Either way, no matter what the meaning is, it's still a disturbing viewing experience. Cat Ghost is an animated web series first released in June 2017. The channel has gained 2 million views and 70,000 subscribers, and is quite similar to Don't Hug Me I'm Scared, in the aspect that it's presented as an innocent video series, but under the surface it gets quite dark and creepy. It kind of acts like an ARG of sorts. Through various means, the viewers can find out information about the characters, how they ended up where they are, and what might happen to them next. The videos usually come in 2 parts, a video and a game. The game is where most of the dark stuff takes place, and are more towards the horror side of things. As of June 2021, there are 13 episodes of Cat Ghost. The series has concluded with that, along with 12 minigames to accompany the episodes and take you deeper into the world of Cat Ghost. Lasagna Cat is a web series originally started in 2008. Each episode reenacts a Garfield comic strip as a live-action video before playing a weird music video. Each video is in tribute to Jim Davis. Dad is a YouTube channel that posts cryptic music and dance videos. The titles of these videos range from very cryptic things to numbers to the notorious title on the channel of Dad is insert thing that Dad is doing. The aim of Dad is to become the best YouTuber in the universes. This whole thing originally seemed to just be an ARG, and many believed this, but someone came out and said that Dad was in fact not an ARG, but more of an interactive story, saying that there is no way of winning Dad, but the puzzles and hidden info are previews, hints, and content for those who don't just want to sit and enjoy Dad as his life continues. If you'd like a very in-depth analysis on Dad, it would take a long time if I went over the whole timeline in this video, so instead Nexpo's video on this will be linked in the description. I would highly recommend giving it a watch. The next video you've probably heard of if you watch a lot of top 10 videos of the horror genre. The video starts with alleged police officers driving down a dark road at night. From the darkness emerges a figure dressed in all white, with hair covering their face. She slowly starts to walk towards the officers before stopping in front of their car, where the headlights illuminate her. The officers scream as she makes a horrible sound and starts to move fast towards them. Whether the video is real or fake is up for debate, but either way it still holds its creepy factor, with the figure's unnatural body movements and the origin of the video which no one seems to know. Little Baby's Ice Cream Company is, believe it or not, an ice cream company based in Philadelphia. They were established in 2011, where they began by selling ice cream at art festivals and parties. The reason that they're on this iceberg, however, is because in August of 2012, they uploaded a video to their YouTube channel titled "This is a Special Time," which would become widely popular for the fact that it was very weird. The video shows a man made of ice cream eating the ice cream from his skull. The video was burned into the minds of many, and it was also very lucrative for the company. The video gained 2 million views in the first 48 hours, and their revenue in 2018 topped $1 million. Sadly, however, the company shut down permanently in November of 2019. Alan Tutorial is a YouTube channel which mainly consisted of, you guessed it, tutorials. The actor of the main character plays a fictionalized version of himself, and as the videos progress, things start to get weirder. The term of Alan Tutorial is not only used to describe the YouTube channel, but also the whole storyline, including the Twitter and the project as a whole. The story goes that this man gives tutorials, which are often interrupted by a knock at the door. Eventually he gets locked in a closet and runs out of ideas for tutorials. Things start to become more eerie as Alan begins to destroy his room and lock himself out of it. He is now stranded outside, and soon gets taken hostage by someone and locked in a cell. He shortly after starts to report news stories instead of making tutorials, but this doesn't last long as he goes back to it in exchange for something from his captors. We can see that he looks in a bad state, and his chances of escaping seem to be very low, but he soon finds some motivation and breaks out of his cell. The final video on the channel shows him breaking through his cell wall into what looks to be freedom. There have been no uploads on the channel since December 2014, meaning that this web series has officially concluded. Hi Walter, I got a new GF today. It's a video uploaded around 2016. The video shows a man speaking into his camera to someone named Walter. He tells Walter about his day before moving his camera down into a basement type area. He opens up a door and we can see a girl tied up crying out for help. He goes into the same room as the girl and slams the door shut before the video abruptly ends. Apparently, many professionals analysed this footage and lots believed it to be genuine. A lot of people actually thought that this girl might have been a missing person and reached out to authorities to investigate it, which they apparently did. The conclusion at the end of it all was that this man in the video was an actor, and so was the girl, and that the video was, in fact, fake. But that doesn't make it any less disturbing. While this short video uploaded in 2006 may be creepy to some, personally I don't find this creepy at all and actually more funny. There's not much to really say about this and the video's only 6 seconds long, so I'll just let you watch it for yourself. Marble Hornets is another horror web series. It was first posted to YouTube in 2009. The description on IMDb reads, "When film student Jay gets some tapes from his friend Alex containing footage of a cancelled film project called Marble Hornets, he is followed by an entity called The Operator and finds out the secrets behind the tapes." The series consisted of 3 seasons which spanned over the space of 5 years. Here's a little bit of plot for you. If you want to watch this yourself and don't want spoilers, skip forward a few seconds. As the story progresses, it turns from a search for the truth into the main character fighting for his survival against the main antagonist, the Operator. Some people consider Marble Hornets to be one of the best found footage shows to originate from the internet. With its great storytelling and captivating plot, it really stays with many viewers and inspires many to create content around the series. Marble Hornets has definitely secured itself a spot in the best online entertainment for many. Pizza Time Pizza is honestly one of the best ARGs I have ever seen. It originally started in 2017 when the first Pizza Time Pizza video was uploaded to the creator Alex Bale's channel. That eventually ended up resulting in at least 10 other main videos. The first Pizza Time Pizza video starts off relatively tame, with recognisable ukulele music that I guarantee everyone on earth has heard at this point. But as the video continues, things start to get weirder. The small text that started off innocent starts to take a more sinister turn, telling people that they shouldn't trust the outside world. The series continues with Jessica being given an interview with the pizza man by who looks to be a follower, and as she gets given the job, someone begins to stalk her, and eventually she goes missing. Her friend then picks up the slack and puts the pieces together to expose Pizza Time Pizza as the cult that he thinks they are. He releases a video threatening the pizza man, and in retaliation the pizza man exposes his true identity. The series eventually ends with a plot twist that will stay with many forever. Overall, this series is genuinely so entertaining, and by the end he ends up connecting this and one of his old series together. It's just so good and I would highly recommend it. Sitting and Smiling is a series of videos created by Benjamin Bennett. The videos consist of, as the title implies, him sitting and smiling towards the camera in an empty room for 4 hours at a time. These videos started back in 2014 and they continue up until 2021 with entry number 317. This is a type of performance art called durational art. One article states that durational art is less about the actual piece and more about the endurance of the performer. Benjamin was interviewed back in 2015 about this, and he says there's really no reason that he's doing this apart from that he felt that the internet was lacking something like it. So while it is innocent, it can still come across as creepy and or disturbing. He sits still for 4 hours, in one episode a fly lands on his forehead and he gives no reaction, and in another, his house gets robbed. The robber cracks open the door slightly and says hello, and he still gives no reaction, saying in a later interview that he gave no reaction because whatever was happening would eventually make for a good video and give him a crazy story to tell. This video was uploaded in 2006. It starts off with a screen that says, "In the year 2571, a video cassette was found in a pile of rubble in the ruins of a certain blue planet. What you are about to witness are not the contents of the cassette. This is an entirely different recording. What plays after looks like just an ordinary cartoon for kids. That is, until you turn up the volume." The video itself is degraded using visual effects to give it the look of an old VHS tape. The video has gained over 3.5 million views, and it became the subject of many creepypastas. It spread like wildfire when the creepypasta started to grow, as in it stated that the screams used for the video were from a Japanese rape case. This, however, wasn't the case, thankfully, and the screams were simply taken from a movie called A Cry from Within. This next one I'm pretty sure is a musician, but from what I can tell, his early videos apparently had some deeper meaning to them. The first video was uploaded 11 years ago, gathering 3.1 million views, and it's basically just a video of a person in a white outfit walking around a grassy area, while some unnerving music plays in the background. This one gets a free simply because of how badly it stays in your mind. I don't really know how to explain that, apart from that it's very hard to forget. The video titled "I'm a Snake" simply consists of a man in a snake hat repeatedly telling the camera that he is in fact a snake. I don't really see why this one's on this level, but fair play to the guy because he's getting the bag. He's on Cameo now, so you gotta rate him really. The Max Headroom incident took place in November 1987. This falls under the iceberg as the footage of it has been uploaded to YouTube. But basically, during a showcase of Doctor Who on local Chicago TV stations, the signal was hijacked, and instead of regular programming, viewers saw a figure wearing a Max Headroom mask. Throughout the broadcast, a person spoke with distorted audio. He made references to sponsorships involving Max, and also got spanked by a fly swatter. Despite a long official investigation, and many other unofficial investigations, the identities of the people involved, have never been discovered, and their motives remain a mystery. Some have theorised, however, that the crime was committed by an ex or current employee, or by the underground hackers of Chicago. But while whoever did it may remain a mystery, even though the hijacker is wanted for 2 acts of video piracy, you kinda gotta rate him. He could have went on TV to threaten the city and cause many to panic, but instead he held up a can of Pepsi and got spanked. Body of a Pig is a video created by the channel Devin Raymond. It's commonly believed now that all, or at least most of his videos are fake. But let's focus on the one at hand for a second. In the video, they are investigating a building which they believe is haunted. Apparently inside, they capture the EVP of a spirit saying that they have the body of a pig.
Get him.
They also apparently captured this photo which they take in the video. First of all, let's debunk the photo. At the timestamp where they take said photo, if we pause we can clearly see that nothing is there, and if they want to use angles as an argument for why it is real, we can see pretty deep down the hole. So we should at least be able to see the top half of the creature. The EVP in the video also sounds edited, and as Scare Theatre mentioned in his debunking of this, once you change the speed of it, it really does just sound like it could be one of the crew members. It also doesn't help its case that most of the other videos on the channel are clearly fake, with some of the most obvious fake ones having the creator claim they're real. WebDriver Torso was a channel created back in 2013. It would upload short videos of different arrangements of colourful shapes, and it would keep uploading until October of 2019. It fell to lots of speculation as to who was behind it, and even got big news outlets like the BBC to take a look at it. One of the largest and most popular theories was that it was part of a new recruitment puzzle by Cicada 3301, but in the end it turned out to be innocent. YouTube responded when asked about WebDriver Torso, and in their reply they said, "We're never gonna give you uploading that slows or loses video quality, and we're never gonna let you down by playing YouTube in poor video quality. That's why we're always running tests like WebDriver Torso." Some of the wording used was in reference to the song Never Gonna Give You Up, and the reply is YouTube saying that WebDriver Torso was simply a test carried out by them to see how much quality was lost when uploading a video to YouTube. But some people still believe that they only took credit for it to hide the truth. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know why this one's only in tier 3. That shit is fucked up. This is like something you'd see in the first MD Pope. The video consists of a man opening the coffin of his dead grandmother. He records it and shows himself kissing the body. I couldn't find any videos debunking it or explaining if it was real or not, so I'll leave that to you to decide. And I'm not going to show you any footage from it in this video because I want to save you the pain, but if you really must see it, just search up the title. Possibly Michigan is a short film created in 1983, which gained quite a bit of attention after being discovered by TikTok. The description for the film reads as follows: Possibly Michigan is an operatic fairy tale about cannibalism in Middle America. A masked man stalks a woman through a shopping mall and follows her home. Like director Cecilia Condit's other video narratives, this shows bizarre events disrupting mundane lives. She constructs a world of divided reality. Basically what happens, like mentioned, is that two women get stalked. The stalker follows them home, he breaks into the house to do horrible things, and then they shoot him. They continue to cook him, and then eat him. Just your normal everyday stuff really. But yeah, I've seen most people say that this movie is one of the most disturbing short films I've ever watched, and it is available for free on YouTube. It's only 12 minutes long, so if you're interested in that, feel free to give it a shot. Poco Poco Shopping is made by the same creator as username 666. The style of video shown here is kinda cute but also horror, as it starts off seemingly innocent but quickly spirals into a gory mess. I don't even know how to explain this one, so just have a look for yourself. Shay St. John is a fictional character created by a man named Eric. Eric created 30 videos including this character back in 1999. These videos made their way onto YouTube around 2013, and people were freaked out. The story of the character is that she used to be a supermodel before she was horribly disfigured in a car accident. As a result, she created a new body for herself made out of old mannequin parts. The original channel was sadly terminated in 2017, but knockoffs with video re-uploads are still available to view. Around the year 2011, a new genre of video, which have now been titled grounded videos, emerged. They featured characters from popular children's shows such as Dora the Explorer, Arthur, Peppa Pig, and so on. They act very out of character, usually doing something out of order and intentionally messing something up, and therefore they get grounded by other characters, usually their parents. Each of these videos are viewed by lots of people, some gathering millions of views. This one is literally just a song and animation about Dora the Explorer dying in various gruesome ways. It's actually kinda catchy. Have a listen. Stalking Vampire is a Japanese YouTube original movie/series. Believe it or not, I don't speak Japanese, so I can't say much in this one, but from the looks of it, it genuinely looks like a decent little series, so if anyone does speak Japanese, feel free to check it out. Pickle Surprise is a comedy short created in 1989. The video made its way onto YouTube in late 2006 and it stayed with many people. It features people such as Lady Bunny, Sister Dimension and RuPaul. 2 in the AM PM is a short film created by J.G. Quinto, who also happens to be the creator of popular show The Regular Show. Apparently some characters from The Regular Show are based on characters from this short film. Creeper in My Apartment is a video uploaded by You Know It Joe in 2009. It has gathered up to 20 million views, and many people were obviously freaked out by it on a first watch. The footage starts with Joe telling the camera that he has been finding food eaten that he hasn't touched, so he has decided to set up a camera to capture what has been happening. The night after, a woman comes down from a crawl space and continues to urinate in the sink and raid his fridge. Joe is a professional actor, which has led many to believe that the footage is in fact fake, but if we take a look at the description, he claims that this is every bit as real and messed up as it seems. The story he claims to have happened here is that when he saw the footage, he left the apartment and called the police. Upon arrival, the cops took her into custody. I've given this one its rating on the assumption that it is real. In 2013, 21-year-old Elisa Lam disappeared from the hotel that she was staying at. The police investigated and discovered an old CCTV video. They uploaded the video to YouTube, and it remains to this day. Many people theorised about what happened, many believing that something paranormal went on. But in the end, when an autopsy was carried out and it was investigated more, the most likely conclusion is that her death was due to accidental drowning, as the police report didn't find any evidence of foul play. There's so much more to this case, and it is honestly very interesting. If you wish to know more, there are lots of YouTube videos about it, which I would recommend over the Netflix documentary, because as much as I love Netflix, they dragged this one out way longer than it had to be, and they basically have a whole episode focusing on baseless and outright disrespectful conspiracy theories. But either way, if you've not heard much about this, I would highly recommend taking a look. Olivier de Sagazan is an artist, painter, sculptor and performer. He has done over 300 performances around the world, and his biography reads, "In Transfiguration, we see a man gradually disfiguring himself with clay into a kind of monster." And looking at his channel, yeah, I can bet that this one's very creepy, even if it's not sinister. Baby Laugh-A-Lot is a doll from Remco who once activated would start to laugh uncontrollably. The commercial itself is very weird to say the least, and when it started to gain some traction, as all good videos do, urban legends started to surface. One such legend is that the doll would laugh all day, and once nighttime struck, it would get out of its chair and begin to murder everyone in the house. This is a song by the artist Whitehouse. I'm not going to slander it or anything, because if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I'll just play a little clip from it now. This is a video of a man in a dark room laughing. That's literally it, but somehow it is very unsettling. I don't know how people got this from a man laughing, but many theories spawned that he was involved in the disappearance of a college girl. However, that seems to all just be speculation, as nothing has ever come to light to prove that to be the case. As the title may suggest, this one's simply a video of a man with bananas exploding on his face. As the video progresses, he lights each banana on fire until it explodes. Do bananas actually explode when lit on fire? Because if so, that's actually kind of sick. But yeah, that's literally it. It is very unnerving, which is the case with a lot of these, even if there's nothing sinister behind it. WP Kept KW is a supposedly cursed video which gained traction after a video was uploaded by someone claiming that the video cursed their laptop. Theories claimed that the audio from the video was someone's last moments before death, and others claimed that it was audio from a failed government experiment. Lots of people investigated it, however, and obviously it was proven to be false, and apparently the blurred picture in the background is of Rick Astley, so really this could just be one big Rickroll. Haunt is a stop-motion animation created in 2006. It's based off of a nightmare that the creator's brother had as a kid, and the short video that's on the channel is only the opening scene according to the description. Another thing that's kinda wholesome is that in the description is an update from the creator in 2019, where they say that they have a kid now, and they still plan to remake the video at some point, as they promised all the way back in 2014. You've probably seen this somewhere before, but just don't know the title. It's a video of a plague doctor in what looks to be an abandoned building while some creepy sounds play in the background. While it's already creepy on the surface, the deeper you look, the deeper it goes. Putting the audio for a spectrogram would greet you with an image of a skull with some encoded messages, and another image appeared to be a crime scene photo. One of the messages hidden in Morse code reads "Red lips like 10th", which some believe to be an anagram of "Kill the President". This is given more weight as throughout the video, sequences of numbers can be decoded which will end up to be the coordinates of the White House. This led to theories that the video was basically a threat towards American president at the time, Barack Obama. Some also believe that the video was created by a serial killer, or even anonymous. But the widely accepted theory is that this is just some sort of art project. This video is a PSA about masturbation from the 70s. It's not really creepy in any way, it's just a bit weird.
Ricky, I did see what you were doing.
It felt good, didn't it?